Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Isa, and today's video is the start of an upcoming series called 10 Things. Videos under this category will be addressing one specific topic, where we will then give you 10 things we want you to know, 10 things we want you to learn about this topic. And these 10 things will be from our perspective and our experience only. Starting off today with 10 things about us, since we do feel the need to share some things with all of you. We as a system are here to spread love and awareness. We are just one part of the DID community. We're just one part and share our life with DID to make others see how different we are, each of us, not just we as alters from ourselves, but also we as a system from another system. Every system is different, and it's sometimes hard to see and hard to understand. That's why we want to do this. Let's get started. So we are the pizza system. That name has been a suggestion from our girlfriend. She made it back when we are creating our YouTube channel. We thought in general of picking a system name to give everyone the chance to refer to us as a whole with one specific name. The meaning behind it is that the dough of the pizza is representing the foundation of us as a system, and each topping and each slice is representing a different altar. All together we work as a system, and together we create in the metaphorical way. It all works together in the end to taste delicious. In the non-metaphorical way, we work together to survive. The body you see right now is 20 years old. It is going to be 21 later this year, and not every alternate system identifies with the body's age. I personally do. The altar count of our system at the moment is 20 plus altars. And plus, because there's no way of us knowing that that's all that's going on. We don't personally know all of us, and each of us knows not each of us. So I personally just know Vivi. I know that the others are there. I know that because I live with that, and I see notes from them, I see videos from them, I hear from them from our girlfriend. And we do have places to introduce ourselves to us personally, so we know that they are there. And not every altar does that, so maybe there are altars that don't do these things. There are altars that don't want to do these things, and there are altars that maybe don't know that these things exist. So there's no way to know if that's all. As well as this number might change in the future. There's always a possibility of altars splitting and or integrating. Our diagnosis is dissociative identity disorder. We got diagnosed around 2 years ago when we were 18, almost 19. And we have been diagnosed by a professional, a psychologist, psychiatrist, and they not only are specializing in dissociative disorders and trauma disorders, but they also have long-time experience with these disorders, as well as patients that suffer from dissociative identity disorder or otherwise specified dissociative disorders. So we were very, very, very lucky to have found that professional in our area, because it's very rare in general in the country we live in. Comorbid disorders that we are diagnosed with are depressions, borderline personality disorder, PTSD, CPTSD. We are on the autism spectrum, which means that all of us are affected by that, just some of us are more severely affected and some of us are less affected by that, as well as anxiety, and I hope that's all. Eating disorders. But regarding anxiety, one of our authors also experiences tics, which leads us to the next thing. Tics don't equal Tourette's or just autism. Joey personally himself is experiencing anxiety tics, which you can definitely do more research on your own if you want to, and if you're interested in that, as well as he is stammering. Both of that is getting worse when he is very, very anxious, and he is a trauma holder, and he suffers from severe anxiety and frequent flashbacks, so that's why it's usually quite worse with him and tics. But he's not making fun of anyone, he's living like that, and he just experiences it that way. He's not making fun of anyone, and we don't claim to have a disorder that we don't. Next, we are in a relationship with our girlfriend, Lexi. I say our girlfriend because I am in a loving relationship with her. Not every author of us is in a love relationship with her. Some of us are best friends, acquaintances, and some of us don't like her at all, and some don't know her. She's very respectful, and we don't force anyone to like her. We have learned to live with each other like that. We have been together for almost 7 years. This year is going to be 7 years, so it's been a while. We've been through all the up and downs and through getting diagnosed with her and everything. Now, our job and school life is, we don't have one at the moment. We are not able to go to work or go to school due to dissociative identity disorder. Not just this disorder, but mainly the symptoms we're experiencing, like dissociation, switching, which in our case is rapid switching, and something that's extremely debilitating, amnesia. Also, anxiety is something that plays into us not being able to work at the moment. This might change in the future, and doing YouTube videos is something that is our passion, but also something that we can't always do. Which leads us to the 10th and last thing, disability. We as a system are, from the government side, stated as severely disabled. We don't just say that. We do have a card, a pass for that to refer to. And why is that? It's not just because we can't go to work or to school. We can also not go out alone. We can't leave the house alone. We can't just go for a walk. We can't just go shopping. We can't just leave. We are not able to go to appointments alone. We are not able to get to appointments alone. We aren't always able to take care of ourselves. There are days where we are not able to do basic necessities, basic things you need to do in your life, in your day-to-day life, like cooking, for example. We are not able to drive by ourselves, or in general driving. We can't drive. We don't have a driver's license, and we probably don't or won't get one in the near future. We cannot use public transport alone. There are many things that we can't do due to symptoms we're experiencing, due to disorders and things that are related to dissociative identity disorder. All of this is applying to us as a system, not to every system. And we are here to share our story and our experience with this disorder and the comorbid disorders and the symptoms we have. So that were some things about us, and hopefully you've learned something about us. Hopefully you've learned something new, and maybe you're able to understand our point of view a little bit more. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you are a bit excited for this series, and some topics we have in mind already are things like 10 things about our content, which is something that we also think is important to share, or 10 things about our goals or achievements that we want to reach in the future. But we could also do 10 things about choosing food, 10 things about choosing clothes, 10 things about living as a system, 10 things about preparing something, 10 things about anxiety, depression, whatever. Just let us know if you are excited and or curious about our upcoming series. We love you all. Spread love, not hate, no matter what other people give you. Strangers cannot define who you are. Strangers cannot tell you who you are, and strangers cannot tell you how or which way you have to live. They can't erase things about yourself. People telling us we don't have the idea can't change the fact that we do. They can't change the fact that we are diagnosed, but it's their choice to believe it or not. So that's something we can't change, and that's something we don't have any influence on. And we don't try that. If you want to listen to us, feel free to. If you don't want to listen to us, then don't, and just leave. So, we love you all. Stay safe. Take care. And little note, over the weekend, another alter, I think it was Drew, Lexi said it was Drew, has fronted sometimes. We've been switching a lot back and forth, but I'm not front stuck anymore. So, a little update on that as well. Bye.